Hello everyone, my name is Sumit Kumar. Welcome to practical session of AWS tutorial. So today we are going to learn about the ETL. So what is basically ETL meaning is if you go to the AWS document and if you go to the what is ETL concept, so you will come to know that ETL meaning is extract, transform and load. So this is the fundamental concept or where we have to move data from one source to other system. So what basically ETL meaning is, if your data is there in some other source, so you will extract that data, and then again, once you have the data, you will do the transformations using your logic and using your code. Once you will get the required result, you have to move the data to the destination, and once your data is with the destination target, then on top of that, you can use any visualization tool like Power BI or Tableau. So our work is to extract data, transform data in required form, and load data into target. So this is basically ETL, extract, transformation, and load. So there are many tools that is supporting ETLs. So like Informatica is there, data is there. Even you can use Python to do the same work. But today we are going to do AWS services, that is Glue, that will help us to achieve this requirement. So our requirement is going to be, we will have one data CSV file, sample CSV file in our bucket, S3 bucket, and we will load this data to our Redshift cluster using the AWS Glue. So, what is AWS Glue is? If you look to the AWS documentations, so you can see that AWS Glue is a fully managed ETL service that makes it simple and cost effective to categorize your data, clean it, enrich it, and move it reliably between various data storage and data stream. So basically, what is Glue is? Glue is managed. You don't have to think about how internally the code is working. Everything is managed by AWS. So you have to make the certain connection and load data to the your target from your data sources. There are various data sources supported, and there are various target also. You can use the you can use JDBC, you can use S3 as target, you can use Redshift as a target, SQL Server as a target, many things you can use. So as we will go to the tutorial, we will learn about all those things. So hope you understand the what is AWS Glue basically is. So if you come to this architecture, this is the Glue architecture. So you can see this is your data storage. Data storage can be S3. In our case here, we will use as a S3, and this will be our data source also. And ETL glue will have one crawler that will crawl the metadata from the data source and keep into data catalog. So basically, there are three part in AWS Glue. One is if you go to the service, let's move to the AWS console and search for the Glue. If you search for the Glue, you will see AWS Glue services. AWS Glue is fully managed ETL that we know already. If you go here, AWS Glue service will open. Okay, we'll go through all those things. You see, there are three things: data catalog, ETL, and then security. So, what data catalog is? So, data catalog will give will have the database and table, and it will have the connection also from the various data storage, and it will have the crawler. So we will go one by one all things. So what this crawler will do is, if you come back to our architecture here, so what crawler will do is, crawler will fetch all the metadata from the source or target and create one table, metadata table, inside the database that is there in data catalog and keep it. Okay, so you will have the metadata of source, you will have the metadata of the target in form of table. So once you have that source and target metadata table, what you have to do is you have to create your job. Once you will create the job, you have to provide the source and target destinations, and you have to write the logic, transformation logic in form of script. We are going to use Python here. We'll transform data and we'll load data into your data target. So you will have source, you will have target table in form of catalog. You have to give that location while creating the job, and you run the job. So automatically it will fetch the data from S3 and load to Redshift or any other target. And you can schedule your job also to run at particular time on demand or particular time using the scheduler trigger. So all those things will be managed by AWS console. So hope this architecture is quite simple and clear. So now we'll move to our practical example.